wife and I, it got pretty bad out that way, you know. It's like, yeah, it's smooth out there. We both travel when we work, so we're not going anywhere every day. So I'm just really looking. I'm gonna leave my length and everything. I just want to clean up around my ears and
Clean up
my neck.
just clean up the taper basically.
Yeah, and around my ears, I want to go up and down a little bit.
Okay. So I'm just gonna
Just kind of blend it in.
like
best you can.
about right there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just blend it. Gotcha. Yes, sir.
So you grew up around here?
Yes, sir. I'm from, so my mama's side of the family is from Pittsville, all her life.
Uh-huh.
But I lived in Tunsil district.
Okay.
Majority. I graduated Tunsil, and then, like I said, my mom was from Gretna anyway, graduated, all that good stuff. And so she had a house when I was in, there was a house out here in Chatham-ish area. Chatham address, but Gretna district.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
And it was the house that she always wanted, her dream house. So she remembers when it first got built, but I think I might have been like middle school.
Okay.
She asked, she's like, y'all want to move to Gretna? And at the time, I'm the middle child. My two little sisters were in high school. Then I had my little sister and little brother. They were in elementary school, I think, or middle school. So we all didn't want to leave our high school, leave our friends, so we all said no. So fast forward, basically 10 years, my brother, all of us had graduated, but my little brother's coming into his freshman year, and the house came available.
Nice.
She asked the question again, but this time she only asked one person. Now for my brother, and my brother don't care.
Right.
He said, Mom don't care. So he moved legitly, I think maybe 2 weeks before football season started.
Okay.
Which is crazy because he was playing at Tunsil and I was coaching at Tunsil. But I was on the volunteer coaching staff. So I ended up, and I could have gotten on the coaching staff. They legitly asked me to coach. And my crazy behind, one of the dumbest decisions I've ever made in my life. I said no because I want to be faithful to Tunsil, loyal to Tunsil. Because I didn't like Gretna, But my brother goes on the freshman team. He's a freshman, ends up making varsity too. They go on to win state.
Oh, wow.
And then I come and coach for the next 6 years, and we don't sniff it.
Oh, wow.
So my brother, that's an ongoing like joke in the house. Because I was a better athlete, but he got the state championship ring.
Right.
So I'll pull out trophies and he'll just, you got one of these? And the last ring that Gretna won, all that thing is, like that state championship ring is nice. It's big too. Like they spent some money on that one. But of course, it's because they got so good at getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. They had a run.
They had a run?
Yes, they did.
Oh my gosh.
I played at Rustburg.
Okay.
And, we were good when I was there. Wasn't because of me, but we lost 10-9 in the state championship game, and I didn't.
Really?
That was it. We got close, but that was in '89. I'm old, man.
10-9. I would be so sick.
We were playing at home too.
Really?
Yeah. 13-1, and that was the only loss. So, and my brother-in-law played for Rustburg. He was a senior 2 years after that, and they won the state championship.
Oh wow.
And I think that may be Rustburg's only one.
See, what's called? So I always say when I got to Gretna, that's when I learned how to win.
Right.
Because like I said, and Gretna invests in their football team like Tulsa does their baseball team.
Right.
Because that's my only thing, like, y'all won all these state championships, but your football field is terrible. You have probably the worst field in the county, hands down. But what they did, they didn't spend their money on the football field. They spent it on equipment, weight room, field house.
Right.
Like the weight room is actually in the football field house, it's the basement. And they have like their facility is nice in there. And they upgraded, they get brand new jerseys every 2 years. When I was coaching up there. Nike contract, and the thing that I appreciated about Gretna, and you'll know this, you don't have to spend a dime to play football.
Right.
At Gretna. They supply all the cleats, gloves, visors, compressions,
Cool,
all
man.
all of it. And like our practice gear, because our coach was it Bud from Tech, the defense coordinator? Bud Foster. So him and Kevin Saunders were buddies.
Uh-huh.
Our practice gear was not Gretna High School stuff. It was Virginia Tech practice gear.
Wow.
We had the maroons, the game day maroons, and the game day white pants with the stripes going down. Practice jerseys, white maroons. They would send us the cleats that they didn't, because they had oversized cleats. We got all their cleats that they didn't use.
Man.
Gloves they didn't use. And these are brand new Nike Lyman gloves. Knee braces, all that. Like, so it was like a funnel.
That is cool.
Even though we didn't send nobody up there to play football.
Yeah. And
It was just, he would come do our banquets. Like, what's up, man?
That'll get you motivated, man. You know,
Man,
if you're a young player, it's like, yeah, man. this is
Yeah, you
nice
get
stuff.
the nicest stuff. Like, cause I remember one time we were 5-2, but we had kind of been acting like the team had kind of was resting on past morals. Some of the seniors had state rings, cause I think it was a time if you started out as a freshman at Gretna and played to your senior year, you left out, you guaranteed at least that one ring.
Right.
And they kind of rested on morals that the current team hadn't done yet. So our bye week, I think we was 5-2. You would have thought we were 3 and whatever.
This
Or
one.
2. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got you.
Coach, and like I said, we had the brand new helmets. At that point, we went and put like a hawk on the side, the Golden Hawks, brand new gold jerseys. So like I said, we told you about all this nice stuff that we got. We went, Coach Slums got so upset, got so mad. That bye week, traditional old school. We took all the Virginia Tech maroon stuff, packed it up, took the decals off the helmet, went and got all the gloves, visors, compressions, all that, stripped the whole locker room, went down to the youth league, went and grabbed some worn out, I'm talking about old school. You probably played against Gretna in those jerseys.
Right.
The white, bright yellow, and we gave it to them. They had to actually put knee pads back in, thigh
Right.
pads,
Uh-huh.
put the belt. And these kids didn't even know how to do a belt because they won girdles all their lives. And that's what we did the entire bye week. We go down, stretch, and we scrimmaged. And we're 5-2. And the 2 losses we got is against top notch.
Right.
Pick to win state and division, whatever.
Right.
But man, that right there, we called it Hell Week. And that's what it was.
Yep. Don't have to be rested for no game on Friday night.
No, our bye week was Hell Week. It was crazy. And I mean, our kids came, they had no idea. They didn't know till they came into practice. They're thinking they're gonna watch film on Monday. Because, you know, it's Monday, film day, lift day, little in shorts, installs, get out of there. Nope. Put your pads on. And they couldn't find their stuff. And we didn't even organize it. We threw the bins in there and told them to find something. And you got 15 minutes to be out there on the field. Oh,
sure everybody's out there trying to get their stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
They
can
had no idea how to do the pants.
more liking it. A lot of grumbling.
Yep, took visors off all the helmets. I think the only thing that you was allowed to keep was a chin strap, if you had a hard shell chin strap, and your mouthpiece. Other than that, old school. But I think we kind of just got undisciplined,
Right.
and then just fatigued, lazy, making mental errors, not lining up right. We fixed all that in 2 days.
That's awesome.
We didn't lose another game to the playoffs.
That's a good move to remember right there.
Yes, sir. He said strip all of it. And only thing we was mad about, the thing we were only mad about is those were like, this was the first time Gretna actually had like some really, really nice decals. Cause we had like a hawk on both sides eating
Right.
up. I'm talking about eating up the majority of half the helmet.
Right.
And we had to, and the coaches, we put the decals on. So we spent hours at the start of the season putting decals on just to take them off in about 5 weeks.
God.
And threw them away.
No decals the rest of the season.
No decals rest of the season. No stickers. No nothing. I think he gave him a bag lunch the next game week. On game day. Ham and turkey. Put your own mayonnaise on.
Yeah.
And we would travel. There would be like we rarely ever ate at the school.
Right.
We would travel to a restaurant in Gretna and they would feed the team. It kind of like, it really honestly had like a college feel to it. And Sandra said, the heck with all of it.
My wife and I, we usually go up and catch at least one game a year at Gretna. Just to get out on a Friday night and enjoy it, man. My son played football for Jefferson Forest when we lived out in Lynchburg. They were good for part of the time he was there, and then by the time his senior year got around, most of the talent had gone.
Yeah.
Tough year.
Yeah.
They got so many students
To choose from.
yeah, I know, but they're not the right ones.
Yeah.
I remember when I was at Rustburg, we didn't have enough players to
Barely practice.
11 on 11.
Yeah.
So they've got like 50. It's like
Man,
they pull up guys from JV just to dress on the side.
just to fill the sideline up.
Yep, that's right.
I got a buddy of mine. He went to Chatham. He graduated a year before me. I hated him all through high school. Oh gosh, we were just rivals. And he ended up coaching at Gretna, and we became. We tight.
Right.
Like, as soon as I saw him in the office, we both just laughed. And then, shared war stories, talked a little junk. And then after that, like, that's my guy. So he ended up traveling, moving down to Raleigh. And his last year at Gretna, we had that ugly 1-9 season. He goes to North Carolina, goes to one school, coaches. I think their first year they go 1-10. After that, he, I think, changed schools. I think he's been to like 4 state championships.
Wow.
And the school he's at now is it's now Division 8. And they have, I kid you not, over 20 coaches on their staff. Over 20 paid coaches.
That's crazy.
Let alone the kids that they get. I'm talking about he's a receivers coach. D1 everywhere. Like he sent me videos, and this was back when Saban was still coaching. Alabama, they got a couple of guys at Ohio State, kid at Clemson, the quarterback that was at UCF. He was their quarterback a couple of years ago.
Oh wow.
Like it's so loaded down there. And I said, man, you go from being over here to going over there, and just you got a D1 kid at almost every position.
Wow.
I said, meanwhile, when we was at Gretna, we were struggling.
Yeah. Same thing when I played in Seminole District.
Yep.
Gretna was in Seminole. There wasn't any D1 players in the whole district, you know. That's just the way it was.
Now down there in North Carolina, you don't have a shot unless you got at least 6, 7, 10 D1 kids, let alone D2. I love the fact that I love church people. Just 30 total. But what you call it? Yeah, it's crazy.
Who's coaching the Ravens this year?
Jesse Mentor.
I was shocked, man. I'm a Dolphins fan, so we get a new coach too.
But see, here's my thing.
Keep changing.
Oh, appreciate you. Dolphins, I was just like, I like Malik Willis because he lit us up.
Yeah.
Him playing us is what got him the y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, what you call it? And but now, like I said, a little while ago, they're tanking. They're in rebuild mode. But I can't be too mad at them, because you shouldn't have signed Tua to that long contract.
Yeah.
You should have gave him one more year, franchise tagged him to find out, because I think that was the year everything just went to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a long season, man.
Yeah, I think, but next year
They seem to have a good chance about every 6, 7
7
years.
years, exactly.
And that's it. Then it's everything else in between is bad.
Right. Hey man, appreciate you, bro.
Thank y'all.
Come back, see us again, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right. What up, gang?
I can't complain.
Ken folk came through yesterday.
Who's that from?
Yeah.
All time bullshitting.
Yeah, look, he finally slid through. What day was it? Sometime last week? Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he texted me, I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm supposed to be gone. So I stayed just for him.
But he
And
pulled
then,
up late.
Say what?
He pulled up late.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really late because it was like 12.
Okay.
But my wife had to go preach somewhere, so I had to go.
Yeah.
So I was like, they just because he back, that's the only reason I'm gonna do it. But he hit me last night, and he always hit me right when I want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
What time y'all close? I don't see nothing on the app. It's gonna be closed. They said we done. You think I can slide through? I just said, come on. Just come on.